So good afternoon, everyone. I have a book here. I just want to read a few pages from it because I want to talk about reading as a total enrichment activity. And we have a book here that is completely fiction. It's a mystery, and it's of the legal. It's about people that are lawyers. So, what do we expect? We expect to enjoy the suspense, enjoy learning how they put the piece of the puzzle together. We expect to learn new vocabulary words, words that are not in our everyday conversation. Words that we don't use in our everyday conversation. So these are new words that are new to us. And we expect to have an experience that we may one day get to actually experience. We may be called for jury duty, or we may be invited to some type of legal event. Who knows? So, what are we going to see? I'm not going to read this whole book right now because I don't have the time to devote to it. But I had gotten this book. They had given several books away at the library. They're not one on the shelves anymore. And I have several excellent books. I'm not going to talk about all that right now. So I'm just going to read a few pages of the book and see what we learn from reading a few pages of this book. I'm not going to read the title. I'm not going to read the introduction. I'm not going to read dedication. Okay, so here we have this chapter 1. Okay. Take 1, dictated January 24th at 4 a.m. Okay. Gage and Griswold, Office Memorandum. Attorney Work Product, Privileged and Confidential. To Management Oversight Committee. From McCormick A. Malloy. R.E., our missing partner. Attached, pursuant to your assignment, please find my report. Dictated but not read. Okay. So when we look at this, what do we learn? Well, we see that someone's communicating with someone via inter-office memorandum. And this is very important document here. You want to get this lost in your email. RE, what is RE? You got 2 from an RE. RE means what it's about. What is the reference to what it's about? Regarding. Okay, so Monday, January 23rd, my assignment. The Management Oversight Committee of our firm, known among the partnership simply as the committee, meets each Monday at 3 p.m. over coffee and chocolate brioche. These 3 hotshots, the heads of the firm's litigation, transactional, and regulatory departments, decide what's what at Gage and Griswold for another week. Not bad guys, really. Able lawyers, heady business types looking out for the greatest good for the greatest number at G&G. But since I came here 18 years ago, the committee and their austere powers, freely delegated under the partnership agreement, have intended to scare me silly. I'm going to pause right here. But we see some words that we don't see in our everyday vernacular. We don't see in our everyday conversation. And those words, for me, are austere, that's 1, and delegated. Okay? So austere basically means they're strict, they're stringent, difficult. Austere powers, that means that they have very extreme and important regulation regarding the decisions that they're making. And then they freely delegate under the partnership agreement. That means that when they have duties that need to be done, they list those duties and they give them to you. They delegate what you're going to be doing. So they delegate. They're austere and so these are words that we don't normally see in our everyday vernacular. So we want to sit there and look at those words and make note of them. And we want to understand the context they're used in. And we want to see if we can use it in our sentence. But we're not going to do all of that while we're reading. We're going to enjoy our book. But my point is this, that if you're an avid reader, then you should definitely have a little bit of a vocabulary beyond your everyday conversation with the people around you. You have a little bit of a vocabulary here. And that's why I say that people who sit up there talking about they read, but can't put two lists together, they're lying. Okay? So here we go. It says, I'm 49, a former copper on the street, a big man with a brave front and a good Irish routine. But in the last few years, I've heard many discouraging words from these three. My points have been described as far too low. Arriving this afternoon, I stated myself as ever for the worst. He said his points have been too low. And you work on a job, then you know what that means. That means when it's come time for his monthly evaluation, he might have been late too many times. He might have been came short in his duties too many times. He might have dropped the ball a few times in his duties. When he says points are low, he don't go into detail why. You know what I'm saying? But anytime, I always had at least an 80-90% on my evaluation. And why you get evaluated every 30 days? In most jobs, because you're gonna get raises. You're gonna get a raise. You might start at $10 an hour, and in 3 years, without a promotion, you could be at $14-15 an hour. With a promotion, you could be at $18-19 an hour. You could be on salary. I was about to be promoted at the last job I left, but I learned the hard lesson. But that's not what it's about. I needed to sit still with that commute, that 3-hour commute. It was 45 minutes in the morning to go to work. But here, when everybody was clocking out at the same time, all on the interstate at the same time, baby, I got sick of that. But I missed the opportunity because I was just about to be promoted, so I had to learn the hard way. Sit still. I'm sitting here and going through my process, and I had to give myself a deadline to finish my book. But I'm gonna tell myself, sit still. Just sit still. You're gonna get finished. But anyway, I don't want to move too prematurely. You know what I'm saying? No more. I should have stayed at my job for a lot of reasons. I should have stayed at my job. But anyway, let's see. So my points have been cut. My office moved to something smaller. My hours and billing described as far too low. Arriving this afternoon, I stated myself as ever for the worst. Okay, it looks like their points are something different. Look like the points they have are something good. I'm looking at the context he's using it. It looked like that's something good. It looked like he suspect he about to be fired. Okay, Mac, said Martin Gold, our managing partner. Mac, we need your help. Something serious. He's a sizable man, Martin, a wrestler at the U 3 decades ago, a middleweight with a chest broad as the map of America. I'm sitting here, and somebody is really coming at me, and that's why I said I wish I'd have blown the bitch away. But if you say, but still you trust man or you trust God, what the Bible say? Trust God with all your heart. Come on now, Jesus. What you trying to do that you gotta let me live my life like this? I'm not talking about show me something, but let me live my life like this. I'm finna keep on reading because I was making a point, and I'm going somewhere, and I think this is a part of my process. He has a dark, shrewd face, a little like the Mongol warriors of Genghis Khan, and the venerable look of somebody who's mixed it up with life. He is no question the best lawyer I know. Venerable. Venerable is a word right there. And I could spend quite a bit of time on that word. Now, but that's not something we use in everyday life. So we already encountered after in the chapter 1, and we still in chapter 1. We already encountered 3 words. Only 10 minutes into this book that we don't use in our everyday vernacular, our everyday conversation. The other 2, Carl Pagnucci and Wash Theo, were eating at the Walnut Conference table, an antique of continental origin with the big heavy look of a cuckoo clock. Mark invited me to share the brioche, but I took only coffee. With these guys, I needed to be quick. This isn't about you, said Carl, making a stock appraisal of my apprehensions. Now, we know what appraisal, that means you look somebody up and you get a good idea of what's going on with them. You make an appraisal, you size them up. Of my apprehensions. Apprehensions, it means you're hesitating about something. You have questions about something. You're doubting about something. He said, and this isn't about you, said Carl, making a stark appraisal of my apprehensions. Okay, he had went in there wondering if he was about to be fired, and we could tell that from the earlier paragraph I read. And so they go ahead and tell him, and he say, this isn't about you. Carl is telling him, this is not about you. He said, making a stark appraisal of his apprehensions. He looked at him, he could tell he was worried if he was about to be fired or not. And he said, so he went ahead and told him straight from, he went ahead and told him straight shoot, like a straight shoot, it's not about you. So he already know if it's not about me, he shot so quick, he is something very serious, you can tell. So he wanted for the list of something very serious. Now, I have encountered a couple of words that I'm not too familiar with, stark and venerable. So I would like to go ahead and stop reading to make note of these words in case I encounter them again. Who, I asked. Bert, said Martin. It's about Bert. Okay. For going on for 2 weeks, my partner, Bert Carmen, has not appeared at the office. No mail from him, no calls. In the case of your average baseline human being who has worked at Gage and Griswold during my time, say anyone from Leotis Griswold to the Polish gal who cleans the cans, this would be cause for concern. If you like me and you like to see, to read between the lines, he said through the Polish gal who cleans the cans. He is very clear to show that that's not a black woman, that's the janitor at that firm. Now I'm gonna make note of that because I want to see why he want to make that clear. Why is he saying that she's not a black woman? When he say there's a Polish girl who's their janitor. Okay, not so clearly, Burton. Not so clearly, Burton. Bert is a kind of temperamental adolescent, big and brooding, who enjoys the combat of the courtroom. You need a lawyer who will cross-examine opposing party CEOs and cloud his intestines in the fashion of certain large cats. Bert's your guy. On the other hand, if you want someone who will come to work, fill out his timesheet, or treat his secretary as if he's recollected from slavery is dead, as if he recollected that slavery is dead, then you might think about somebody else. After a month or 2 on trial, Bert is liable to take an absolute powder. Once he turned up at the fantasy camp run by the Trappers, our Major League Baseball team. Another time he was gambling in Monte Carlo. With his dark moves, scowls, and hallway tantrums, his macho stunts and episodic schedule, Bert has survived at Gage and Griswold largely through the sufferance of Martin, who is a champion of tolerance and seems to enjoy the odd ducks like Bert, or for that matter, me. I'm suspecting, as somebody that's just gotten into filmmaking, that Bert is gonna die. I know there's a lot to read between the lines, but he goes through a lot of detail to tell us about Bert when he's not a main character. He's telling us a lot about Bert, but Bert's not a main character. So he's setting us up for something. I'm not sure what. He either is a suspect or either he's gonna die. Now I'm not gonna say nothing else because the point is to show what we experience as somebody that reads the book regularly. Why don't you talk to those thugs down at the Steinbach where he likes to hang out? Maybe they know where he is. I meant the Russian band. Unmarried, Burt is apt to follow the Kendall County sporting teams around the country on weekends, laying heavy bets and passing time in sport bars or places like the Bath. While people talk about the players winning intimacy, they don't pursue with their relations. He'll show up, I add. He always does. Pagnucci says to me, not this time. This is very sensitive, Washdale told me. Very sensitive. Wash tends to state the obvious in a grave, portentous manner. The self-commissioned voice of wisdom. Portentous. What does portentous mean? I have no idea. But he says the word grave as an adjective to the word portentous. Grave can mean very serious, a very sad, very solemn. So I'm assuming he states the obvious in a very solemn, serious, sad way. Portentous manner, the self-commissioned voice of wisdom. Okay, so they say Burt is the one that's hasn't come in the office for 2 weeks with no explanation. Okay, so let's see why they're going into detail about him. Something probably have happened to him. Okay, so I'm going to stop reading right here. We see quite a few things. We get to sit in the inside of a lawyer's firm, a law firm, the inner working of a law firm. In reading the book. There's a book I wanted my son to read. I can't think of the name. It's about a young boy who's fly a plane. I'm assuming we read that book, we'll get to see the inner working of a cockpit. How a plane works, what it feel like to fly, what it feel like to possibly even feel like, you're just on thin air. So we get to see a lot of different things here. We get to learn a lot of new words. And we get to have a very interesting experience. And we can guess at a few things. What about the racial aspect of it? He done made 2 references to black, to the African American race. One is very indirect, and one is passive. He says something here about on the other hand, if he wants someone who will come to work, fill out his timesheet, or treat his secretary as if he recollected that slavery is dead, then you might think about somebody else. So he's saying that slavery is dead. And he also saying, he making it clear that the janitor is not a black person. So he's making some indirect references to the black person in his novel. I would suspect that if a black person doesn't begin to play a role in this novel, and I haven't read it, I just got it from the library. They was giving a bunch of books away, but I guess they got new editions of them. And I'm not making any statements about race. I'm talking about this book. He is either a racist, because he's going to have to come up with some reason behind his thought processes regarding the African American person. He's made 2 a references to the African American person, and both of them are completely dismissed. Am I saying that racism is the entirety of the black life? No, I was at the library quite some time ago, before COVID, actually in March, and they had Bill Cosby books. They had one copy of one of his books. They had a few copies of some books that Bill Cosby read, but one of them had about 6 copies of one book. That means they tell me that whoever ordered those books, I'm not sure, find him an intriguing person and find that book something intriguing. I read the first few pages. I was through with the shit. I love Bill Cosby. I love me some Bill Cosby. But after the first few pages, I was through with that shit. So, anyway, let me wrap this up.